Hi everyone, today I want to show you how to work the Continental knit stitch. For this tutorial you will have already needed to cast on your work, so if you haven't already cast on you might want to take a look at this video up here where I show you how to work the long tail cast on. So you're going to need to have cast on the number of stitches that you want, and then we can jump right on into this tutorial. So without further ado, let's get cracking. If you've watched any of my videos before, you'll have probably noticed that I don't knit in the English style. In my case, that's purely because my mum's from Finland, that's how she taught me. But actually what I have found is if you are coming to knitting from crochet, then learning to knit the continental style is much easier because you hold your yarn in the same way that you would if you were holding a crochet hook. With English knitting you have to hold it in the opposite hand, so if you are coming to knitting as a crocheter, I would 100% recommend continental knitting every time. And also continental knitting is a lot faster and it's easier on your wrists. It's not going to cause you the same sort of strain injuries that sometimes English style knitting can do because you throw the yarn around a lot in English knitting. So when you're coming to continental knitting and you've got your cast on here, to work the continental knit stitch you want your yarn over your forefinger in your left hand if you are knitting right-handed. If you're knitting left-handed you would obviously hold it in your left hand. So you want the yarn over your finger on your left hand. You want to just drape it down and hold a bit of tension on it with your other fingers. You'll find a way that feels naturally comfortable for you. There is no right or wrong way to hold your yarn. The only real thing is that you have it over your forefinger because it makes it easier to pick up, but what you do with it down here is up to you. You'll find a comfortable way. To knit a continental knit stitch, you want to put your needle in as if you're going to knit, just the same way, and then you are going to scoop up a loop, as I explained to my daughter, and pull it through. So it's in knitwise, so in from the left hand side through, not like this, like this. Scoop up a loop, for want of a better way of describing it. Pick up the yarn and pull it through and slide that other loop off your needles. So in, pick up a loop like this, and then slide the other loop off your needles. And you can see how much less movement and less work there is when you are knitting this way as opposed to knitting in the English style. You can use, once you get more confident, your forefinger just to help lift it onto the right hand needle. But essentially it is just popping your needle into the loop from the left hand side, coming around the back of the yarn on your forefinger, picking up a loop, popping it onto your needle, and then sliding the old stitch off the left hand needle. It will take practice to get your tension consistent and right, but the more you knit, the easier it will get and the quicker it will get. So that's one row done. You can see we have a row of nice knit stitches there. I'll show you one more time. Pop your needle in on the left hand side of your yarn, push it through the loop, come around the back of your working yarn and pull up a loop, then slide the stitch off your needles. In, pull out, pick up a loop and slide off. You can see how similar it is to crochet in the way that you pick up the yarn, and why this style of knitting will work better for a crocheter coming to knitting for the first time. And that's how you knit the Continental knit stitch. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you again for another tutorial soon. Bye!